The place you are running right now is Solchan Park, located at the southern tip of Songdo International City, where it closely meets the sea. This is a place of healing and romance, where you can fully embrace the wide-open West Sea away from the bustling city. Moving beyond a simple neighborhood park, it is loved as a special attraction that presents the most beautiful gift of nature to Songdo residents and visitors alike. As you enter the park, the first thing that catches your eye is the coastal wooden deck trail that stretches out endlessly, built to allow you to walk right alongside the sea. This path instantly blows away the stress of daily life with a cool ocean breeze brushing against your cheeks the entire time. The scenery of the West Sea that you encounter while walking along the trail feels like a giant ink wash painting in itself. The grand silhouette of the Incheon bridge in the distance and the ships floating leisurely on the water add a unique and exotic charm only found at Solchan Park. The greatest charm of Solchan Park is, above all, the breathtakingly beautiful sunset. As dusk falls, the sky and the sea begin to be painted all over with crimson, golden, and subtle purple hues. The red glow created by the sun as it slowly sinks below the horizon draws gasps of admiration from viewers, bringing a deep, heart-swelling emotion just by quietly watching it. It is a moment that instantly makes you understand why countless blogs and social media channels pick this place as a lifetime sunset spot. The night view that begins as the lights of the Incheon bridge turn on one by one, where the enchanting sunset left behind also creates a romantic and calm atmosphere, different from the daytime. In addition, this is a place where you can feel the dynamic vitality of nature. On one side of the park, a massive flock of seagulls decorates the sky, welcoming visitors. The lively sight of seagulls flying in to eat snacks thrown by people breathes life into the park, gifting children with joyful ecological experiences and adults with fond childhood memories. Kaesan 24, a complex cultural space inside the park, allows you to enjoy the beauty of Solchan Park even more comfortably. Sipping a warm cup of coffee while looking out at the sea through the full-length windows inside the stylish building, or enjoying time on the outdoor terrace watching the sunset, offers a relaxation that envies no luxury resort. Busking performances and various cultural events, often held on weekends, delight the ears as well, filling this place into an even richer space. Solchan Park is not a place decorated with flashy artificial structures. It is a peaceful shelter left just as nature intended, completed only when the vast sea, the burning sunset, the cool breeze, and the footsteps of people resting within it come together. It is a hidden, most beautiful and precious jewel of Songdo, where you can always visit and find comfort when you need solitary contemplation or want to share an unforgettable romantic moment with someone special. I express my deepest respect to all of you who have once again stepped onto your own track, the treadmill, today. From that very first step of breaking the inertia of a reluctant body, pulling your running shoes from the back of the closet, and tying the laces, you have already won the greatest victory of the day. I know so well how much inner conflict you must have faced to shake off the temptation of a warm blanket or a comfortable sofa just to set foot on the treadmill. Your determination to overcome that heavy hesitation and finally press the start button is by no means light. While time on the treadmill is honest, it can sometimes feel tedious and lonely, running in place on a moving belt. With the scenery outside unchanging and only the cruel numbers on the dashboard slowly ticking up, the temptation to press the stop button and step down will cross your mind countless times. When you are completely out of breath and sweat dripping from your forehead stings your eyes, a compromising voice whispering, "This is enough," might call out to you. Yet your appearance as you catch your breath and take another step forward through every single moment of crisis is beyond beautiful. It is truly admirable. The sweat you pour holds a value that goes far beyond simply losing weight or burning calories. It is a promise to yourself to become healthier than yesterday, and a sacred process of refilling your life with unyielding energy. Every minute and every second on the treadmill never betrays you. As you silently keep pace with the spinning belt, your heart grows stronger, your muscles firmer, and your mind becomes clear enough to overcome any stress. There is absolutely no need to compare yourself with others. Your only competitor is the past self who hesitated before getting on the treadmill, and you are already beautifully defeating that self right now. It doesn't matter what your target time or distance is today, whether you ran intensely at a fast pace or walked calmly at a steady rate. It is not what matters most. What truly matters is that you are investing time solely for yourself in this space and gradually expanding your limits. Each and every footstep will gather to become a massive force that transforms your future. So, until the very moment you press that final stop button, trust the powerful energy within you and stride forward with confidence. I sincerely cheer for your powerful steps and your heavy breathing. You, who are proving your worth on the treadmill again today, are truly proud and wonderful. I hope you finish today safely, without injury, and put a magnificent period to your day. Keep it up. Motivation, how to break your limits. Leave no strength to return. We stand at a crossroads every single day. Will we run away to an easier path, or will we break through the thorny road ahead? The human mind naturally craves what is easier and more comfortable. That is why so many people give up before starting or settle for mediocrity. But the success you dream of and the overwhelming achievement others look up to are never born from such lukewarm compromises. If your life is painful right now and dark like a blocked tunnel, remember this. The dawn right before sunrise is always the coldest and the darkest. The massive wall and limits you face do not exist to destroy you, but to test how sincere you truly are. 1. Drop the excuses and start by just doing it. Many people justify their stagnation by saying, I lack talent, my environment is bad, or I don't know how. But to be brutally honest, the reason your grades don't improve and your life doesn't change is not because you don't know how, but because you just don't do it. Are you sitting down and making excuses just because you lack motivation or hit a slump? Does playing around during a slump make you feel any better? No, it only brings greater self-loathing and a sense of loss. The stress from studying must be solved by studying, and life stagnation must be broken by action. It is not, you can do it if you try. It is, you just must do it. Do not waste your time worrying about which method is better. The moment you silently push through that painful time and take one more step, the real change you never imagined finally begins. 2. True effort means cutting out parts of your life. We often think of effort as building and piling something up high, but the true essence of effort lies in cutting yourself down and throwing things away. To achieve greatness, you must pay the price. There is no such thing as a free lunch in this world. You must boldly remove and cut out immediate sweet pleasures, the joy of eating, the desire to play, and sometimes even unnecessary relationships from your life. Delaying current minor pleasures for a huge sense of reward and victory in the future. That is what true effort is. This period of time must be a selfish one, where you focus entirely on yourself. Loneliness will not make you weak. Rather, it will be the best whetstone to temper you into your hardest and strongest self. 3. Do not give your canvas to the limits set by others. How could you do that? That's your limit. Do not listen to the voices around you that define your limits and mock you. What do they even know about your life to dare conclude what your limits are? Never give up your precious canvas to a drawing made by someone else. The most thrilling joy and pleasure in life is proving your overwhelming success through results to the people who asserted. You will never make it. Do not waste your energy expressing anger or resentment outwardly. You must step over them and pay them back solely with fierce skill and perfect results. You are much stronger, greater, and more outstanding than you think you are. My limits are decided only by myself. 4. Desperation that leaves no strength to return. In a swimming match against a brother with perfect genes, there was only one secret to how the imperfect brother with a heart condition could win. Because I left no strength to return. This is the life-risking desperation that changes the world and turns the impossible into the possible. Do not leave a bridge to look back on. With a weak mindset like, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go back to how things were, you can never stand at the top. Endure your practice like a living hell and push yourself so hard that you actually look forward to the match day instead. You must pour your entire soul out beyond the best humanly possible, to the point where heaven itself is moved to grant you victory. Start right now, starting today. Saying you will work hard starting tomorrow is nothing but the grumbling of the weak. There is absolutely no starting tomorrow in life. You must move right now, from this very moment. If past mistakes are painful and filled with regret, do not waste time blaming yourself. Fix your actions immediately, even if it feels late. As you live, even if the thorny path ends, a muddy road will appear, and many more things in life won't go your way. But remember this will pass. The pain is only temporary, but the sense of achievement from gritting your teeth and breaking through will be engraved in your DNA, becoming a lifelong asset that never collapses. You still have youth, which means brilliant possibility, and as long as you are breathing, opportunities will keep coming. Only those who have had their hearts bitten by the teeth of despair earn the right to hunt the sweetest hope. Do not hesitate. Immerse yourself crazily and rewrite your own history. Keep your eyes wide open. Fight back until the very end. And win. Your great plot twist begins today, at this very moment. Motivation based on RM speech, first K-pop artist ever to speak at the 2025 Apex CEO Summit ***. We often look at successful people and say they are so lucky. BTS's RM also described himself as a very lucky person in his speech. He said it was because he met great members, a supportive producer, and a massive fandom, ARMY, who accepted their music as the language of life. But there is a truth we must remember. That brilliant luck did not come for free. It is the result granted only to those who constantly knocked on firmly closed doors and clashed with their whole bodies. 10 years ago, when BTS first went abroad, the world's reaction was cold, even indifferent. Songs in Korean, not English, were completely ignored by mainstream media, and the doors of broadcasting stations were firmly shut and would not move. Even before being asked about their music, they had to face the question, where on earth is Korea? It was a desperate reality, blocked by a massive wall on all sides. But they did not just sit around and wait for someone to open the door. They believed that if the world didn't give them an opportunity, they could make their own. They went out into the streets, handed out flyers to promote free shows, and danced on the asphalt sweating. Even if it looked reckless and miserable, they did not stop and poured everything they had into every single moment. If the firmly closed door wouldn't open, they clashed with action repeatedly until that door broke down. Amid that fierce challenge, there was one crucial core they never lost. It was holding onto their own unique identity. RM compared K-pop to bibimbap, a traditional dish where various ingredients mix to create a unique flavor. While flexibly embracing Western elements like hip-hop, R&B, and EDM, they never abandoned their roots, which are Korea's unique aesthetics and emotions. They didn't blindly copy others or try to force themselves into the world's standards. Instead, they respected diversity while clearly maintaining their own color, which finally exploded into a unique energy that moved hearts worldwide. Does the wall of reality blocking you right now look too high and solid? Does it feel like the world's door is closed coldly only to you? If so, remember this. Opportunity is not a gift given to those who sit still and wait. Believe in your strengths, drop the excuses, jump onto the streets, and create it yourself. Do not be swayed by others' eyes or the world's yardsticks. Silently sharpen your own color and value. Just as cultural diversity is humans' greatest potential, your originality is also the most powerful weapon to achieve limitless growth. Do not fear, and boldly unfold your own canvas. The real plot twist that will break down the closed doors of the world begins today, with your silent first step. Sports Stars Quotes. 1. Kobe Bryant. The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. 2. Jessica Ennis-Hill. The only one who can tell you you can't is you, and you don't have to listen. 3. Yogi Berra. It ain't over till it's over. Motivation. It ain't over till it's over. Keep your eyes wide open until the very last moment. The greatest emotion that the world of sports gives us is because the most dramatic plot twist is always born at that very last moment when you want to give up. As the basketball legend Kobe Bryant said, the very instant you get tired and frustrated and sink down is the moment your competitor steals the victory with a smile. If you stop, the person chasing you will overtake you. And if you give up, the world hands the victory to someone else as if it has been waiting. After all, as long as you do not give up, no one can completely defeat you. Close your ears to the negative eyes or suspicious glances pouring from around you. Like the words of the British track and field hero Jessica Ennis, the right to define your limits and say you can't make it belongs solely to yourself. And even if the weakness inside you whispers, we have absolutely no need to listen to that weak voice. Do not predict the results hastily without going until the very last moment. Like Yogi Berra's immortal quote, it really isn't over until it's over. The game of life is where a comeback home run explodes even at the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs, and a buzzer beater goes in with even 1 second left before the end of the game. Are you out of breath right now and want to let go of everything? Right now is the turning point of the match. The exact moment others get tired and slow down. Keep your eyes wide open and take one more step. The one who tenaciously holds on until the very end will eventually grasp the trophy. Work hard until the end and move straight forward no matter what. The main character of the final victory is you. You did it again today. You filled those shining 30 minutes. You've truly gone through so much trouble, and you did an amazing job. I know all too well that it is never an easy task to set aside time solely for a promise to yourself in the midst of a fast-paced daily life, and at the end of the day, where it is so easy to tire in body and mind. Some might dismiss it lightly, calling it just 30 minutes, but I can deeply feel how busily you must have moved today to make that time, and how much determination it took to overcome the creeping laziness and fatigue. That is why seeing you silently and faithfully fulfill your goals day by day makes me feel more genuinely proud and moved than any other achievement in the world. These small pockets of time that we are building up together will never just disappear. Even if a grand change isn't immediately visible right before our eyes, I believe that the sincerity in these 30 minutes we fill each day will layer up and ultimately support your life with unwavering strength. The sweat shed silently in unseen places will, before long, bloom into the most beautiful flower. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for not giving up today, for taking those steps until the very end, and for completing this wonderful journey with us. I am truly happy to be able to grow alongside you every single day. Please put down the fierce efforts of today for now, and I hope you have a deeply comfortable and warm rest tonight. Thank you for your hard work. Let's walk together again tomorrow, keeping this exact joyful feeling and in high spirits.